Hey, it's John with Riley's Uniques. I wanted to give you a top 10 list of things that you probably should need to know before you open up a antique booth. It's things I wish I knew in the beginning. So let's just get right to it. Number 10, I would say get a sole priority tax ID number. What this will help you with, you can get tax breaks. You can write off all your inventory on your taxes. When you get your income at the end of the year. If you go to auctions, you can be tax exempt. You don't have to pay taxes at auctions, and a lot of antique stores and thrift stores will also take that. You can write off your phone bill. If you have an office space within your house, you can write a part of that off. Your mileage, when you're going on picks and things, you just write down your mileage, keep track of that, and you can deduct that off as well, and it really comes in handy at the end of the year. Also, it keeps you out of trouble with the IRS. Make sure you keep, which is number 9, is keep your receipts, your mileage written down, your sales papers of what you made, how much rent you paid, the commission you paid, and all that, because if you do the things I'm going to tell you to do, you will make money, you'll make good money, and eventually the IRS will come knocking and saying, hey, where does money come from? And if you don't have these things, instead of being able to write off a couple of the things that you could have wrote off, which a lot of times in the end of the year will just blanket itself out, and you hardly have to pay any taxes, is you'll have to pay the whole tax on everything you sold and all the money that you made. So that, I really do recommend the tax ID. Number 8 would be try to stay away from like the cheap Chinese flea market stuff. You know, you can find wholesale places get that stuff pretty dirt cheap, but it really cheapens your booth. Try to get high quality items and keep it in there, unique items. Number 7, I would also recommend staying away from glass, NASCAR items. Once upon a time that stuff was hot, expensive. NASCAR items, I barely get rid of those for free anymore. So I just stay away from that completely. I got conned into a Dale Earnhardt lamp, Richard Childress lamp here a while back. It looks cool. Earnhardt stuff used to do really well. I bought this lamp and I've had it for over a year now, and I only got $5 on it. You know, the thing probably cost $50 new. So I'm probably going to lose money on that. I'm ready just to donate it to the Salvation Army or something just to get rid of it. I'm tired of looking at it. As far as glass, you know, that stuff's really depreciated in value. Carnival glass, depression glass, there's a few pieces, if you really know what you're doing, can bring good money. Like jadeite glass, you know, does pretty well. The pink colored glass like Pyrex and stuff, or the light blue, teal blue stuff, does pretty good. But it has to be Pyrex or Fire King or something like that. Fenton, Dom France, Louis Vuitton, you know, that's some stuff that does pretty good, but even that stuff is like 75% of the value it used to be. If you used to be able to sell it for $80, you know, a few years ago, you're probably going to get like $15-20 for it now. So as long as you buy it at a reasonable price, you know it's something, you know, you can move for $15-20, go ahead, and it moves easy. But a lot of glass I just stay away from, especially the dark green stuff, yellow, amber. Just, you know, it's hard to get rid of. Number 6, when you get into your booth, the antique mall you want to be at, network within the store. Get to know the other vendors, get to know the owners really well, because you'll open up new avenues, new doors about buying stuff. People will start sending people your way. They'll tell you about a yard sale that's down the street, if you're in the store, or even like you see them out on the road, like, hey John, did you see that yard sale up the road? They got furniture and they got coolers and all kinds of cool stuff. And then hey, no, I didn't know about that. I'll go down there and check it out. So you get that. And sometimes I've been into the stores, the owners don't want to buy the items that the people's bringing in, and they'll ask me, hey, you want to buy it, John? Because I've been friendly, been nice to them, and and it might be something I want to buy. Number 5, find a good location, a good antique mall that has high traffic volume, good rent, good percentage rates, and also find one that's not too big. Some of them can be really big, and it's really easy to get lost into the mix. So you want to make sure it's about a medium-sized mall. You don't want to get too small of one either, because they won't have that high traffic. Number 4, I would say buy unique items, high quality items. Find things that no one else is selling. If Mr. Johnson next to you's got 100 oil cans or whatever, gas cans in his booth, find something different than that guy. Find something, look around the mall, maybe even in the town, that nobody else is carrying. You're like, well, nobody else is doing this, so give it a shot. Try to sell something unique and different. That way you got more people coming to your booth. I do a lot of variety items. I make sure they're good quality. I pay a good price, and I can sell them at a reasonable price too. So all that helps. Number 3, I've seen other videos who comment, don't have too many big ticketed items in your booth. Smalls is where your money's at. It takes a lot of $5, $10, $20 items to make up a $150, $200 a month booth rent. I like selling at least 8 big ticketed items a month out of my booth at $100 or more. That gives me $800 right off the bat, and then if I sell that much more smalls, that's $1,600. Or I sell 6 big ticket items, $100 or more, at $600, and maybe I sell $300 of smalls. That's still $1,000, $900. Sorry. So I like the big ticketed items. I got one booth. All I have is big ticket items. Everything's at about $100 or more, or $80 or more. And I do $1,500, $2,000 a month out of that booth. No smalls. So makes for a better paycheck. You don't have to sell as many items. You sell 10 $100 items out of there, it's $1,000. Or you can sell 5 $20 items out of there, that's $100. It's a big difference. Or 10 $20 items, that's only $200. And 10 $100 items, $1,000. I just like the big ticketed items. Don't be afraid of them. Get them for a good price, and then sell them. Furniture is the easiest thing to do for your big ticketed items, because you can get those cheap. You can fix them up a little bit, paint them, sell them for $100, and then there you go. I usually try to get a dresser for $20, and I'll paint it, sell it $100 to $150 each. That's good profit. Number 2, buy smart. Just like I was saying, some of the thrift stores are getting a little pricey. I really like auctions. Well, my favorite thing is buying in bulk. If you can buy estates, or somebody has a truckload of stuff, like when you're at the store and the owner's like, I don't want to buy all that stuff, but the guy wants to sell everything on his truck, you'd be like, I'll give you $100 for everything on there. A lot of times they'll take it, and then you got $500 worth of individual sell items that you could do off that one purchase. So I like buying smart. Buying in bulk is the best way to do it. Auctions are good. You can kind of, you don't hurt anybody's feelings by offering them, you know, well, what would you give me? Well, I could give you 20. I'm going to, you know, sell it for 80. You know, it hurts their feelings. But, you know, if you can buy at auctions or yard sales, because, you know, they just want to get rid of the stuff. Yard sales is a good place to get stuff. So buy smart, buy low, sell as high as you can. If I'm buying one individual piece, I just tell the people up front, you know, I got to be 50%, you know, profit on my item. So if I'm going to sell it for 80, I'm like, you know, I'm going to put an $80 price tag on it. I need to be in it at 40. They either take it or they don't, you know. But you need to make sure you make your money. You got a lot of overhead expenses, rent, and, you know, they take percentage out of it, plus your cost of what you pay for the item. So you got to leave a little meat on the bone for you. The number one most important thing that you can do, and I cannot stress this enough, is work your booth. Do not go in there and throw all your stuff in there with a price tag and come back 3 months later expecting a paycheck. Not gonna happen. At that point, you're just paying storage. That's it. And some of these places, the better antique booths or antique malls, they require you to sell a certain percentage of your booth rent. One of them I'm in, you got to do 3 times your rent or you're gone. So I go in there at least twice a week. If I can go more, I do. And if I get in there one time a week, I feel like I'm losing. I don't feel like I'm doing my job. So try to get in there at least twice a week. You move your stuff around. Even if you're not putting items in, more than likely, I sell something every day. So more than likely you've sold stuff, move stuff around, fill those void spots, make it look different. The stuff that was on the back wall, move it to the front. Move the stuff that was at the front, move it to the back. Just making it look different makes a big difference. You know, and just work your booth, and that's the most important thing you can do. Just ignoring it and thinking that thing's going to go on automatic, it's not going to happen. You have to work it. It is work. It's hard work, but it's fun work. So just make the most of it. Hopefully these tips have helped you out. If there's anything that you got questions on, please leave in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Also, for more videos I'll be posting and my past videos, subscribe. I'll be posting more videos on how-tos and how to improve your booths and how to paint furniture, or whatever, how I price things. I plan on doing a video how I go, and you know, how much am I going to ask for this, or when I'm buying something, well, I don't even know what it's worth. I want to show you all that. So subscribe and follow me, and I'll be seeing you again. Thanks.